Hello, my name is Ahmad Alfani Handoyo, and in this video, I am going to present my paper, an application of string matching in identifying the imitation of a theme in a fugue. Firstly, what is a fugue? A fugue is a style of composition with a main theme that is introduced at the beginning and is then repeated successfully in imitation frequently throughout a whole composition. The imitation of the initial theme is done through a variety of techniques, from transposing the theme to a different pitch, all the way to the inversion of the theme. Here we can see an example of a fugue in Johann Sebastian Bach's Prelude and Fugue in C major. Here we can see that the initial theme is introduced as highlighted in light blue, and it is then repeated in imitation 2 times, first in yellow and secondly in light purple. An important thing to keep in mind is that the imitation occurs at different pitches so as to maintain a counterpoint nature with another melody. Secondly, what is string matching? String matching is an algorithm that is used to search the occurrences of a pattern in the text. A pattern and a text is a sequence of characters. The pattern is being matched against the text, which is why the text needs to be a lot longer than the pattern. Here we can see an example of a text and a pattern. The text, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and the pattern, Ipanema. Here we can see that the pattern exists on the text. Now we are going to explore a string matching algorithm that we're going to use in this paper, which is the brute force approach. Essentially, we start from left to right, and then we match each character one by one from the pattern to the text. If all characters in the text match the whole pattern, the pattern is found in the text. If not, shift the pattern one character to the right, and then repeat. Here we can see a simple example with the text "Nobody noticed him" and the pattern "not." Here we can see in the first index, the letter N and O matches with the text, but B and T does not, which is why it does not match. This continues on for a while until we reach the 8th index, where all the letters N, O, and T matches from the pattern to the text, and thus the pattern is found in the text. Here we have a pseudocode in the general implementation of a brute force algorithm for string matching. Here the procedure accepts 2 arrays of integers, one for patterns and one for text. It then outputs an occurrence array, which stores all of the possible indexes in which the pattern exists in the text. Here there is a loop that traverses through the indexes 0 to n minus m, and then for each index, it checks if the characters match for all of the pattern, then it adds that index of the text to the occurrence array. Here we're gonna bring it back to the fugue. Here we have an example excerpt taken from a melody of Naik-naik ke Puncak Gunung. Here, the text is the whole composition, where the text is a representation of the interval of semitones in the composition. Here we can see an example from the first note to the second note, having the note D to G. This represents an interval of 5 semitones. We keep doing this until the end, until we have an array representing the text. Here the pattern is the theme of the fugue, which is again the interval of the semitones of the notes. Here is a table showing the brute force algorithm at work. The first row represents the text, and the subsequent rows represent the pattern being matched against the text. Here we see that in the beginning, the pattern is found in the text. This represents the theme. And then the pattern is being matched against the next indices until we reach this index where it is found again, and then a third index where it is found again, and then a fourth index where it is found again. The result is that there are 3 imitations of the theme. Here we see that at the beginning, the theme was recognized as an imitation, and then there are 3 subsequent imitations in bar 7, 12, and 17. That is it for me. Thank you, everyone.